But ready for everything to change here, ready to supersede the curse that has been struck upon us, and maybe, just maybe, get a win. Wouldn't that be nice? Well, let's give it another shot here, at the very least. Trying out the free pack again. Hoping that we haven't completely lost our touch with all these animals. And let's give this one a shot. Overt, vague, gushing, cakes, fanboys, pearls. Let's go with gushing fanboys. I like that. I feel like in general I try my best to keep my composure, but I'm sure I could be really good down to gushing fanboy given the right circumstances. So this is a tie? Wow, one of the rare occasions where we actually managed to predict something. Isn't that incredible? But what else do we have going for us here? I was about to say nothing, but this actually changes everything. Well, well, well. Let's start with the otter. Hopefully it doesn't hit the beaver. Fantastic. I knew I could trust you, otter. You're a scholar and a friend. And everything's looking pretty good for round 2 here. We can hop into it. Give it a shot. Also, I'm not sure if I said it out loud or just thought in my head, but for you, Mad Hatter, I hope that you're doing well, too. I guess, how is your day going? I hope it's been fantastic. I feel like I'm not always the best at actually reciprocating questions, and sometimes get too absorbed in my current headcanon to put forth even the most minor of polite overtures, I guess. Could bring an elephant in temporarily to help the squad out. Something like sell a beaver. Bring you in, friend, and then we can even afford a reroll. Oh, okay, I was hoping to potentially get one of these level 3s to pop, but that's okay. Is what it is. And instead, your good things, your day's going well. Glad to hear it. Always nice. Hope in general everybody's holidays are going well here. Getting some breaks from work, from whatever ails you, any stressors in life. It's a good opportunity to relax a little bit, if possible. Though I know that that's not always quite as easy as as I'm making it out to be. I definitely wish the best for all during this period of break. And that's a bit of an interesting squad. Low stats across the board. They've put in a lot of their money just for equipment, which isn't quite gonna break it, but I like the thought at least. Good old anonymous there. Let's combine you, friends. Bring in a swan, since I can't say no to a good swan here. And we do finally get an upgrade. Getting a turtle out of it, maybe not ideal. Not exactly what we're looking for, but I could be convinced to throw you in front, double the damage of our mosquito early on here. That seems nice. Ooh, okay. And that's an entire shop frozen. Almost definitely. It always sucks to do this on a turnover round, where on 5 here we're going to be getting the next tier of units, but it does allow us to force the next tier of units a couple of times, so I feel like we can make it work. And no way is this at all indicative of why we're losing every round so far today. Can't possibly be poor decision making on my part or something like that. I'm sure of it. But let's give this a shot. Upgrade across the board a bit. Parrot is kind of interesting. I guess it doesn't work great with anyone we have now. Mosquito is like the barest of functionality there, of synergies. Not exactly ideal though. So maybe we just keep our heads on straight. Keep going the way that we are already here. And in fact, I think we will pill the turtle to free up. Oh no. Again, couldn't be me. It's definitely the kids who are wrong. The game that is screwing me. Whoops. That's the pill. That other thing was what, like, I guess not even an apple. Was that a pear? Did I feed a pear to my turtle? Oh me, oh my. Again, blame everything, all our mistakes on the fever. It is not me whatsoever. I am not at all culpable for anything. That's what we'll go with in order to protect my own sanity here. Welp. I guess instead we just roll a couple of times this turn. Oh, what a wild ride. What a day. Okie dokie, I think we at least have good odds to beat this one. Oh, less so. Right, with the melon armor on the ox, but a draw is still a lot better than a loss. I don't know about you, but I would definitely argue that that is the case here. And even though we've upgraded our turtle, I think I'm still gonna kill it. Oh my gosh, so embarrassing. But give melon armor to our buff mosquito here, may bring a skunk into the back line. Help out with the rest of the team. And otter can definitely just keep buffing up. Okay, now I wish I gave the garlic armor to my fish, so guess we all live to regret the decisions we make in life, but that's okay. Should be fine in the long run here. Give it a shot. I mean, melon armor, oh, not quite doing its trick. What a roller coaster of emotions. Just as I go to vocalize that, like 3 different events happened all in the span of 2 seconds that completely negated everything I just said. Because melon armor mosquito did work, and then it didn't work, and then it went back to working thanks to our skunk. So, ain't that just the thing? What a wild ride. Well, let's see. We could get rid of our swan to try and get, like, penguin working across the board here. We have a decent number of level 2s. We aren't just on round 7 too, so it's nice and early on for some kind of wacky and wild strategy to come out of the woodwork here. So let's try it out. Move, or throw you in the back rather. Mosquito definitely needs its upgrade, and you know what, fish as well. Let's just give you that and some garlic. I think we're sitting pretty here. Just need to level up the skunk as soon as possible, and then penguin's going to be paying dividends across the board. And beautiful work for a mosquito there. Absolutely fantastic. I forgot how much I miss some of these animals. Penguin is so much fun for me. I love just wide scaling. Even though it's not quite as good most of the time, it's just building up like a star unit to hold your entire team down. There is still something that calls out to me there. Silent song that I can't help but heed. Dang it, I was really hoping for one more skunk to truly allow this to pop off, but maybe we'll just feed some honey for a penguin. That seems okay. Hey, Safid, how's tonight been? Yeah, we were just talking about this a minute ago. Not great. Not fantastic. We've definitely been losing a whole bunch today, but having a whole lot of fun. And being a bit goofy about the entire thing still, so not the end of the world. And maybe, just maybe, we're turning it around this round here. We're back to playing a little bit of the free pack as well, just for the last part of our evening. And it's definitely, it hasn't been that long since I changed up to the pay to win pack, and yet there's already a bit of a nostalgic feeling to the whole thing here. But there we go, we finally get the chocolate, so Penguin's gonna be helping out the whole squad now, which is nice. Hopefully we don't get it, or we haven't gotten it too late rather. And level 3 mosquito maybe doesn't do a whole lot, so we'll start leveling up our fish again. I mean, did I abandon the bee? Is that why we're struggling? Yeah, ever since giving the win, getting what we wanted out of the bee, we just threw them in the trash, discarded them like we didn't even care, and ever since then, for some reason, our life has been cursed. It couldn't possibly be that, though. But How foolish of me. I didn't even consider the fact that the bee might be watching over us from on high, shaking its head. Let's see. Do I actually want this pair? Yeah, do you know what? Let's go for it. Then we can buy this mosquito. We're still doing all right here. I think we're still ahead of the curve, even though, again, a little bit hard to take the temperature of, if just because I haven't been playing any of the free packs. I don't know where things stand anymore. In fact, this doesn't look great for us. I mean, Skunk almost saved us. So close, just barely on the cusp there, but didn't quite manage to make the difference that we wanted to see in the world. Still have time though. Still have nothing but time. So melon armor on our fish seems like a decent idea. Keep the wide scaling going, also not bad. I feel like maybe we should have leveled up the penguin if we wanted to keep the squad kicking here. Copy ability from pet ahead is level 1 until end of battle. So that gives us a second skunk. Interesting. You were brainstorming the pair challenge? You mean the name is as far as you got? Hey, the name definitely works out. Trying to think of, yeah, pair of pairs. You could make it so you have to like freeze the first pairs you see until you have 2 in your food shop, and then you're not allowed to buy anything anymore. That might be kind of interesting. Not sure how I feel about that one. It's cool because it allows you to buy stuff early on, and you're almost thrown into a weird spot where you're crossing your fingers and saying like, please don't give me a pair. I need that slot. I need chocolate or something like that. That could be fun. I could see it working out. Maybe that's something we can try out in the future. We can start doing a tester series at some point where we actually just experiment and try out some different challenge runs. Instead of just taking the good ones from chats, we can just take any of them and see how they hold up, see how they deliver. Have some wacky fun with the whole thing. But oh my gosh, interesting squad. I was truly hoping for some chocolate or some penguins. That would have been nice. So yeah, something like this where you have to freeze the pair and now this is a dead spot, something like that. I could also see a similar theme in doing like a I hate horses challenge where as soon as a horse shows up in the shop, you have to freeze it and you're not allowed to use that slot ever again. I'm curious how well that would work. Might have its own share of growing pains and issues, or it could be the single most incredible challenge you never did see. Who knows? I'll have to take that one into the lab at some point. Try it out for size. Both the pair of pairs and the horses are unplayable challenge. Actually, that's a much better name. Horses are unplayable. Or you can only buy a friend if it's a pair, but you can also buy pairs. Oh, I like it. I like the angle you're taking there. I can dig that. The pair challenge. Oh, that's fantastic. There's so many fun, like, weird little things you can do with this game that don't necessarily make a whole lot of sense or aren't guaranteed to be a solid challenge, but maybe, just maybe, be something a little bit weird. Exactly what we need moving forward. But okie dokie. I'm hoping that Skunk will save our existence here for the most part. Especially since we're up against a horse team and we're gonna lose. Excuse me, can I get my money back? That shouldn't be possible. That's gotta be a bug, right? Horse team winning at round 14. Must be a bug that just slipped by in game development. But we finally level up our penguin, just too late for it to matter too much, but maybe, just maybe in time to get us the win. I mean, stats are looking decent across the board, all things considered. Not the end of the world. Lost a horse, is that legal? Right? I'm confused. I'm at a loss here. That's not how that's supposed to work. But there we go. We managed to pick ourselves up from our bootstraps. Something that makes no sense physically. And here we are, ready to move forward. Level 3 fish? Don't mind if I do. I mean, we always have level 3s across the board. Not likely that we get there. We'd have to draw now and maybe even a couple of times. I guess depending, one more chocolate, one more penguin? Unfortunately not. So this might be it, the end of all things, as it were. Come on, gushing fanboys, break the curse. I believe in you. It's a bit of a rough one, but skunk does help us out a bunch. Ooh, especially, oh, less so. I was excited when it hit the swan because of the meat, but unfortunately they punched through our melon armor, and you son of a gun. The curse is never ending. It is inevitable and unshakable. But hey, 9 wins, still getting us closer against all odds, against all consideration here. We also, wait a second, we did get 1% of an achievement? What would that be for? I don't think we got any new level 3s there. Huh. Oh, skunk. That might be our first. Wow. Is that really our first time getting level 3 skunk? That's too bad. If only that final B was a big B, would have been enough. Would have been just what we needed to get out in one piece. But unfortunately, this is the life we lead now. One of sadness and a distinct lack of bees. Hello, beavers. Welcome. You know what? I think I will freeze all of you. Could hope that maybe, just maybe, throwing some nationality behind it, some national pride for Canada, might get us the win we so desire. But loose, creamy, soft, eyes, herbs, aunties. Let's go with soft eyes. That seems just nice. Could use that right now. Some nice soft eyes. Willing to forgive and overlook the plethora of mistakes that we've made so far already today. That would be nice. But fantastic sniping from our mosquito there. I owe you our life. Beautiful work. Fantastically done. And then, do I wish to have the beavers combined? I mean, not this turn, right? Should probably hold off for one more. That works. Even this, I was about to say, even if this hits a beaver, I'm actually fine with that because we might be keeping beaver around for the long haul here. Not the best round 2 team, even though again I might be kind of judging that against the paid pack in my head, where by this point I usually have like ladybugs that have been fed or something to that extent. So hopefully this is enough to make it through, and it is just barely. Fantastic work, team. You're doing great out there. And now, before we buy another otter, I think I do want to combine these sons of guns. Bring you into the fold, see what we get. Not great, not bad, but one more shot. Sheep, eh? I mean, I've been loving the rabbit lately. It's funny, I went through a bit of a roller coaster in my assessment of the rabbit, because I feel like for the longest time I was instant buying rabbits because I loved the idea of getting more health, and I liked being able to spend money on shop food when the pets just weren't quite cutting it, weren't showing up in the flavors we desired. And then that definitely though took a swerve the other direction, where I started never buying rabbit because I thought I was getting myself killed each round. But now with the new update, the new meta, I think rabbit's back in business, baby. At least worth giving it a shot here or there. The only issue is that, again, I feel it might come back to the issue of me judging things based on the paid pack, because there's so many good food synergies now that it becomes a bit more playable just right off the cusp. But okay, I'll level up my mosquito. That works for me. We did try and get blowfish working, and it almost did. It was kind of nice. I guess that could replace our otter temporarily here. It's an investment, exactly, an investment in our future. It's important to keep that in mind moving forward. But we'll give it a shot, right? See how she goes here. This is going to be at least a close one. Actually, we get very lucky with the blowfish proc off of the grasshopper, the bee. Wasn't actually paying close enough attention. It's funny how that can go by, where things like flash in front of you and your brain recognizes what's happening. But the second you actually try and think about what just occurred, it's just completely blank and you have no idea how did that exactly happen again? But we'll roll past it, pretending that I am an absolute genius who would never forget something like that. No, not siree, not me. Are you kidding? I'm very smart as the thing. No scampi. That's shrimp, right? The scampi. But no, I don't think so. That's another one that I think I went through a phase where I thought that shrimp was pretty solid and I enjoyed trying it out here or there. Kind of outgrew that one, I think. Though maybe it's like the rabbit and I took it too far. I've gone too far the other direction. Showing no respect to the good old shrimp here. The poor shrimp who honestly did nothing wrong. One of these days we'll get a good like dog shrimp build where we're just buy selling. It incentivizes dog in a similar way that dragon does late game. Also, this is very rough. Double sheep is not what you want to see. I don't even feel quite as bad about losing that horse as before. I mean, still I'm going to complain to management and bring it up. But not shrimp is trash. Good to know, good to know. Sometimes my biases, I guess, are accurate. Don't always have to just toss them out. Ooh, can I get snail working here? I could sell beaver. Seems potentially even like a good idea to sell beaver since it never quite managed to pop off the way I wanted it to initially off the cusp. So let's do it. Then I can buy sell a snaily pal. Freeze garlic for the future. For future consideration. Maybe giraffe temporarily. Get this blowfish popping. No, definitely wanted the garlic. You're not wrong there, for sure. But I think we'll hold off for one turn because sometimes I get obsessed with the fancy plays of like, how can I make this this snail fit in? How can I force everyone to bend over backwards to make the snail work? And we kind of did it. Unfortunately, B diff. It's all about that B diff in the back. I think that's pretty much the only reason why I find myself buying bees all the time these days in the early rounds is because almost every other squad in existence is doing the exact same thing. So it'd be rude not to. Let's keep going with the pair game here. It's working out for us, bringing a nice big old blowfish. I mean, 12-19 round 7. Don't mind if I do. Do you know what? Let's do something like that. Blowfish at the front to scale everything out. I like it. Just don't put me up against double sheep, multiple horses, or any nastiness like that. Even though maybe I'd actually want it with garlic, I don't mind. Come around to the idea for sure. Garlic being an absolute lifesaver in so many ways there. Fantastic stuff. So definitely happy we ended up getting the garlic when we did. Came just in time for just such an occasion. You know what, let's keep feeding up this blowfish. Between the rabbit and its own stats, things are looking pretty fantastic. I'm tempted to make skunk work again too, because it was so close last time. It was on the cusp of truly popping off, at least. That's what I'll lie and tell myself for the rest of the evening to make myself feel better about my decisions in life. But maybe, just maybe, we can get it to pop off a second time here. Actually get the victory ribbon. It would be nice. Life would be but a dream. But fantastic work, as always, Blowfish. Your service is greatly appreciated. Fantastic stuff. Alrighty. So would now be the time to make it work? Maybe sell the Swan, since Swan isn't doing a whole lot for us. We'll take 1 can to make you slightly more playable. Let's roll a few times. Because we could go now for Skunk or Crocodile is kind of interesting here. Get that 8 damage snipe. Melon Armor, not quite as interested in getting it on our Blowfish. It's probably for the best to, in the future, get that sorted. In fact, we could plop this down and then reroll twice. Or I guess reroll once, hoping to get a pill. Imagine. Let's do it. Roll me once. Okay. We did get the pill. I think I still leave Blowfish alone, and I maybe give Melon Armor to our Mosquito pal. Try and proc as many hits that do at least inflict some damage on our Blowfish. Though even Melon Armor late game will have that same effect as soon as the majority of enemies we're coming up against have over 20 attack. We'll definitely be sorry that we didn't have Melon Armor, but that sounds like a problem for future me, so let's just feed that to you, friend. And then now, Skunk or Seal is a potential target as well. So we could go for Seal and just fan it up till Kingdom Come. Get the rabbit contributing as well. I think I've convinced myself. I'm too addicted to food builds. I keep trying to make it work. I think partially because it also has the tangential benefit of giving us, what was I even trying to think of to say? I guess giving us the bonus of the mental, the mental boost given by any time we buy food and reroll and all that good stuff. I am highly addicted to this stuff. You know what? Giraffe can go. And then we can have our cake and eat it too, because we can bring Skunk into the squad. Do you know what? Maybe we won't buy a salad. Instead, try and get something specifically for the Seal here. Meat kind of works. Well, let's do it. Please give me like a pear. Son of a gun. We do have a level 2 Skunk though. As long as we survive this round, which is a bit of an ask, a bit of an if. But it's all we need. And then maybe, just maybe, we can truly pop off at the other end, right? Unfortunate Scorpion. Oh no. I don't even want to watch. I don't even want to see what happens to the rest of the squad here. Oh gosh. Brutal. Even the children. Oh me, oh my. Well, let's see. Now I'm at a bit of an impasse here, a bit of a tricky conundrum to consider. Because I was planning on originally ending after that run. I ended a bit short today, giving myself some time to sleep and recover tonight. Take it a bit easier for the holidays here, or at least ideally recover before the holidays truly begin. But I am tempted to give it one more shot to break the curse. The younglings too, indeed. A tragedy. Not the younglings.